Ah! Ooh! Stop! Oh, stop! Okay, it's enough. I'll tell you everything, okay? If you watch the live stream, plug in every Monday, Wednesday, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central, then you know that we caught over 16 uniques in under 2 hours, everyone. 16 unique carp at Weeping Willows, no doubt. This is the place to be. Once you unlock Weeping Willows, you're gonna have the time of your life if you know the recipe to make it all happen. And I tell you what, today, I'm gonna tell you what it is, everyone. So let's get into it. Alright, here we are, Weeping Willows, everyone. People always ask me, they go, Bo, what is your favorite place in Fishing Planet? And I will tell you, I'm a big carp angler in real life, so maybe I'm a little biased. But when it comes to Weeping Willow, just get used to catching big fish, everyone. It's just a blast. I will say, big thing for you to know is that based on the weather, the carp are gonna go after different baits. You know, if it's sunny outside, they're gonna be going after fruity baits, sweet baits. So, you know, think about you when you're in the summer. You crave ice cream, you crave candy, you know. I crave candy and ice cream whether it's winter or summer. That's just me. But hey, if it's cloudy outside, they're gonna be craving more savory flavors such as shrimp or shellfish, that sort of thing. But this is gonna work for you when it's sunny outside. So make sure when you look at your weather forecast, and you can see I'm on day 13 right now because I am specifically hitting up these sunny days. It's that important. The way to catch these fish, you have to fish on sunny days. So sometimes it's better. Sometimes you get a sunny day on day 1, but other times you're gonna have to skip to day 3 to get to the sunny days. But yeah, has to be a sunny day. Big part of the plan, everybody. But once you have that sunny day, go ahead. You're gonna go into your recipes, and the good thing about recipes is that you can actually create slots for your recipes. I think you should get a few of them for free, but here we go. The part you've all been waiting for, and I will say, hit that like button so that, you know, once you shake off after this, once you know the recipe, you know, at least I get a like out of this whole transaction. But, you know, here we go, everyone. This is the Kappa mix, and I say that because it was named after old Kappa. Jim. It was Jim Kappa. I remember now. There he is, right there. He even has a carp as his profile pic. Jim Kappa was the one that helped us gave us this whole mix here. But here we go. I named it after him too. I called it the H Kappa mix. We have Carp Rival, 35 ounces. Now I'm sorry if you're working on the metric system, it's not going to do you much good. You can buy everything on the store, by the way, but it's going to cost you more money. If you buy it outside of the store for Weeping Willow, you're going to be better off. But let's go ahead, let's throw in 35 ounces of Carp Rival. 35 ounces of big riverine breamer, that's going to be the entire thing, everyone. Throw that in there. 2 ounces of Giant Octopus Supreme. And CSL, 2 ounces of that as well. Let's throw that in there as well. And then lastly, the particles. You gotta have the particles in there as well. You gotta have 4 ounces of hemp corn. And you gotta have 4 ounces of oil cake pea, everyone. Once you have that in there, everyone, you should be able to create this. Make sure you save the recipe so that you don't lose it once, you know, God forbid you watch this video again and give me another view. But go ahead and hit that mix afterwards. Luckily, we got that premium account, boys. Got that 5-second mixing it up there. And then, what's very important, you got your spot rod. This whole setup that I have here, my spot rod with these 3 rods, over $450,000, I want to say, in Fishing Planet. But you know, if you honestly, if you spend enough days out here on Weeping Willows, you could probably make up enough money. Every fish is gonna be between $3,000 and like $6,000. So you know, you're gonna make up enough money that you're probably gonna be able to buy one of these rods, and then you'll have 2 rods. Then you're catching 2 fish at a time, and then you're catching 3 fish at a time. You know, it all adds up, everyone. So let's go ahead and throw this Kappa mix in here. Good old Jim Kappa. Thank you, Jim Kappa. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw it out 10 times. Now, I've seen this change. You know, some people are like, oh, throw it out 5 times every 15 minutes. I just do 10. Let's just do 10. I'm gonna do a little fast forward here. Get all 10 spods out. And number 10 there. I hope it's number 10 anyway. I kind of get lost in the boredom. This is definitely the least fun part of fishing at Weeping Willows. Don't get lost in that fact. So here we go. We got our 10 spods out. We're gonna go ahead and throw out our rod stand now. Throw out our rod stand here, and I tell you what, mine in real life doesn't look too much different than this, other than I only use 3 rods. That's only what's allowed in Kansas. Let's throw out our citrus boilies here. I use citrus, though I will say that probably any fruit will work on these days. I like to use the citrus pop-up boilies, the 0.8 inch, I guess. The big thing, I'm using 10-aught hooks, everybody. I'm using the big hooks. In real life, you would never, ever use 10-aught hooks for carp. I don't know. I think a size 2 is probably as big as you'd ever go. But yeah, make sure. I use citrus pop-up boilies. You use whatever fruit flavor you think might work, but I'm using the size 10s, and actually I have these 2 carp rods are exactly the same. I'll give you a little bit of information on this as well, just to help you out. I'm using the Deep Horizon 13'9". It's got the 58.4 pound on the rod there. These aren't for max drag, by the way. I still haven't fixed this. But right now I have the 57.7 pound Leviathan on there, Leviathan, and then I have the 57 pound braid. But really what you should be doing is getting braid that will go over 58 pounds to get that max drag. So make sure you get something above 58 pounds, 60 pounds, something like that. That'll allow you to use max drag on your rods. Something I still haven't done with my rods, but make sure you do that. This marker, I should say, we are, as you can see on the map here, we're over on the top, pretty much the northernmost. We already have a bite. On the northernmost side here, you can see the rock, the crazy rock over there, this bench and this lamp. We're at this little peg right here, straight out, and then we're just tossing just a little bit out from there. Like we already have a fish on, little common carp it looks like. These are what we usually catch in the United States. You get a few fully scaled mirrors and a mirror every now and then, but the common is it's the most common of the carp you catch in the United States. And I will say, in our last live stream, we actually gave away 2 setups for you to start carp fishing in real life, and it's a blast, everyone. I mean, look at this fish, how much the fight is. If you're used to catching some bass and some bluegills or something like that, get your hands on a big old carp, everybody. It's a blast to watch your reel, you know, them pull out line like in a video game. Oh my gosh, get your heart pumping, everybody. So this is our weakest rod, actually, up to 3. So it might be a little bit of a fight here. Haven't even got the other 2 rods out, and we're having to deal with this guy. We always joke during our live streams that you better get used to the beeping sound, because you're going to be hearing a lot of beeping. These fish, they just go for it, man. They are one after another, and I'll give you a little hint on the fish here. So there's different lakes at Weeping Willows. They're different spots, they're bodies of water where you can get these fish. You can only get one unique of every carp at Weeping Willows at every body of water. So once you catch all the carp, I believe there's 5 of them at each body of water, you need to move on to another lake to catch 5 more. And that's something we did in our live stream, and then we actually switched to another sunny day just to continue fishing. This dude is just continuing to pull out line. See, my reel there is getting a little weak. We're at 31%, but it's still working. It's still hanging on. That's what matters. Easy way to tell that you have a unique on right there is that your meters drop. They go way up high and then they go whoosh straight down. that's a way for you to know that you have a unique on before you even are able to see what size it is. Look at this dude, 56-pound unique common carp there. And during a live stream, I definitely hit that unicorn button because that is the way to go when you got a big old boy like this. But hey, look at that common carp. One of my favorite fish in the game just by the fish model. I think the fish model is absolutely beautiful. The definition on the scales is amazing, and I just think it's a great fish. So there we go, 56 pounds, $4,452, 2,100 XP. Not too shabby, everyone. You get to Weeping Willows, you're gonna be working your way up. We just ran out of citrus boilies, so let me go ahead and re-up that there real quick. Alright, got our citrus boilies back. Let's toss these out. We're gonna throw all 3 rods right now. We do have the one common, which means that we still have a few others to catch here. We've got the mirror, we got the leather, and we got the grass and the ghost to catch as well. So 4 other uniques still to catch here at this one lake. Once you catch all 5 of those, then you can move on to another location, which hopefully I'll show off one of my favorites in this lake. Let's go ahead and get some other fish on though. Alright, another fish on, and our weakest rod here looks like a leather, I'm gonna say. You can always tell between the leather and the mirror, they're both very yellow when compared to the other ones. But this one looks like I can't see any scales on the side, so I'm gonna assume it's a leather. And it always happens. They always choose the weakest rod. What are the chances? It's like they know or something. People ask me all the time, do you think it matters to pull in the opposite direction of the fish in the fishing planet, or do they just follow some sort of track? I honestly don't know. I like to follow the opposite direction. I think it's just kind of a visual muscle memory. So like when I'm fishing in real life, it just kind of happens and I don't think about it. And I will say, when I was just kind of fishing and I didn't really care about it, I just kind of did my own thing and reeled them in. But since I started playing Fishing Planet, I do see me, without even realizing it, I start seeing me, rotating my rod in the opposite direction of the fish while it's going. And I think it's a good practice. So I think if you do it in the game, I think visually you'll just kind of create a muscle memory of where your rod's supposed to be depending upon where your fish is going. I think it helps you in real life too. Let's get him in here. It does help with the tension as well. If you keep up the tension, if I were to move my rod here, you can see how the tension went way down. So yeah, it does help keep the tension up as well. So I think it does help in the grand scheme of things, but it's just one of those things you kind of have to practice. Get this guy in here. Nice little view here with the bridge. We just lost one. It was biting away there. Had the bite on there. Got him at 30 feet. Get in here, you tank. Get in here, you tank. 20 feet right now. 20 feet. 30 feet. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, buddy. Got that leather there. Unique leather carp, 69 pounds. 69, eh? 4,362 XP, $5,649. Not bad at all, everybody. That'll work. That'll work. You can see we got more XP with it being a larger fish as well. Ooh, about to have the fish on. Get that other rod out here and throw it back in the rod stand. Get that line in the alarm there. Then we got another fish on. Good deal, good deal. So something I have mentioned in the past is you can only have one unique, of each fish, but something that can happen is that you can be fighting one fish, and then all of a sudden you get the same fish almost on another rod. So if you're able to get that rod in, if you get that fish in, whether it be the unique leather we just caught, potentially you could get that leather in and then get to your other rod, which could also have a unique leather. It's very slim that it might happen, but it's a possibility. So just gonna throw that out there. Here's the other thing, everyone. If you think the bites are getting a little slow, just go ahead and get your spotter rod back out and just spot the area a little bit longer. It doesn't necessarily, just like in real life, it doesn't necessarily bring the fish in. What they say is that, once the fish find it, they'll stick around longer, I guess. They'll want to feed. Even if they see one of their brethren taken off on a rod, or I guess it would be on the hook or something like that, they'll still stick around to eat some of that feed on the ground there. So that's what's important. Waiting to see, we got a lot of beeping going on, but nope, there we go. That's what we were waiting for. One of the lines to take off like it did there. Another common here, so we assume that it's not a unique. Got another fish on the weaker rod here. Hopefully this guy is a mirror, though he kind of looks like a leather. I can't see the sides of his body there. Might have some scales on there. I think we might have a mirror on, everybody. Given how easy he was to reel in, though. Yep, trophy though. Gosh darn, that's all right. Ooh, another fish on. Ooh, it's a ghosty. Got a ghost on here. In real life, ghosts can be really all sorts of different colors, because what they are is a cross between a common carp or a mirror carp or something like that and a koi. So usually they have all sorts of different colors. In Fishing Planet, they're only white though. So it's pretty easy to tell when you have a ghost on because they look like a ghost, obviously. Trophy ghost this time around, gosh darn. Oh, another one. Oh, this looks a little bigger. Little bigger on the weaker rod, of course. They always know. I swear they know. They're like, oh yeah, we'll put the big fish on the weaker rod. Out to 116 feet, goodness gracious. Bringing a lot of line though now. Out to 70 now. This is definitely a uni mirror, I can tell. I can see the yellow body down there. It's got a little texture on the sides. This is gonna be an uni mirror, especially with his meters dropping as fast as they are. I'm just following him along here. The closer, you know, the easier I can get him down to 20 feet, that is just gonna be easier for me to bring him in. So if I charge him and get him down to 20 feet faster, that's just what's gonna work. He is putting up a fight, goodness gracious. Still battling him here. Oh yeah, he's a lunker man. Let's go. 68-pound mirror carp, everybody. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. And a big thanks to that bait that we're using to bring a fish like this in, everyone. I'm telling you, you check out the Kappa mix. It works, everybody, and you're gonna enjoy Weeping Willows so much more when you're catching so many uniques out here in one day. I mean, you're gonna be making bucks. You're gonna be making so much money. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I hope you really do, because, you know, enjoying this game is just, that's what's important, you know. There's a competitive aspect, of course, but, you know, just making sure that you're enjoying it, that's going to be the big part. So, everyone, if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit the like button. If you learned something, make sure you do so. And if you want to see more videos in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. We got weekly videos, digital and in real life, coming in the future. And if you haven't checked out the Modern Day Outdoorsman, if you enjoy catching carp in real life, check that out. We got a lot of carp fishing videos on the Modern Day Outdoors and out in real life, which I really enjoy doing. It's one thing to catch them in a video game, another thing to catch them in real life. It's just having them in your hands. It's just that much better. But until the next time, everybody, check us out on our live streams every Monday, Wednesday, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central. And as always, remember, everyone, we're one planet, one family. Game on.